Hi, it's Bud Wilkinson. This time it's a story about a guy in Oxford, Connecticut who has a collection of 3 pre-World War II Ford models, including a 1939 that he bought for only $1. It has been 62 years since Leigh Broderick of Oxford, Connecticut bought a 1939 Ford Deluxe convertible sedan in 1962.
My father was in the governor's foot guard, and they had a camp up mid-state Connecticut, and they used to go up there on retreats and things. And he comes home one time, he said that the camp is going to get rid of the car that's on the property. They're going to update it. They want a newer model or whatever it was, and they want to sell it. It's only $1. So right away I asked him, what is it? And he goes, it runs. Okay, that was the end of that conversation. I guess I better get it. It runs.
Broderick was 16 at the time and had just gotten his driver's license. The Ford Ragtop was in terrible shape. It lacked a top, although the metal frame was intact.
The seats were shot, the springs, so I took all that out and put peach crates in the car. Like I sat on a peach crate, my girlfriend sat on a peach crate, but I had the steering wheel to hang on to. So I went around the corner and she fell over.
Getting the Ford registered with the State Department of Motor Vehicles was a challenge.
I went in and the guy said, what'd you pay for it? I said, I have a bill of sale here for $1. He said, no, you can't, there's no car you can buy for $1. It has to be $25, nothing less. And I said, but you asked me what I paid for it. I didn't have enough money to pay the tax on the 25 bucks. I had enough for the $1. I mean, I'm 16 years old. I'm living on pennies.
It was in November 1962, 7 months after acquiring it, that Broderick took the Ford on a road trip to New Hampshire on the invitation of a friend.
Said, come on up for the weekend. Maybe we can go skiing. The weather sounds like it's going to snow and this and that. So myself and 2 buddies from high school get into the car, and back then there was a toll in West Haven. It's probably like 8 o'clock at night. It's freezing, and we come up. All 3 of us were in the front seat, and that's cramped because we had heavy jackets and hats. The guy that's taking the money said, "Where are you guys going?" We said, "New Hampshire." I don't think he believed us, but we did. We ended up going all the way up that night, and every 100 miles, without even looking at the dipstick, I stopped and put a quart of oil. I knew by then that 100 miles down a quart. And we got up there like 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was, and we stayed up late talking. We haven't seen this guy in a long time. So the car just was parked outside in his driveway. We get up in the morning, it snowed a foot. I'll come and open the doors, sweep all the snow out, and go right up the mountain and go skiing.
Eventually, after 3 years, Broderick sold the Ford to a cousin to help finance college. Over the years, he's picked up some other Ford models, a 1940 Ford Deluxe Woody station wagon and a 1941 Ford pickup.
Well, it started with this, and I was always fascinated with the flathead and just how they ran. So now I'm 65, I don't have that car anymore. I come home from college, and I'm just going to put my time in. I'm hoping that someday I'll get this back. But meanwhile, I'm working building swimming pools, and we're driving around, and we're in Milldale, the Southington area, and that car, the Woody, is parked in front of a house, and it was for sale sign. So I said to my buddy that owned the car, I was working, I said, pull on, I just want to see what he's asking for the car. And I said to myself, if this car is under $1,000, I'm going to buy it. I had no money. I didn't know, but I just wanted to, the car was awesome. It was a flathead. It was right back where I wanted to be.
But over the years, he yearned for the original Ford convertible, which his cousin had later passed along to another person that Broderick happened to know.
After 33 years, 1998, he called me up and he said, I'm ready to sell the car. I remember I almost, my heart must have stopped because I didn't really think that this was ever going to happen. But that phone call was left on a voice, so I had to call him back. And now his wife answers the phone. And I said, I understand Ed's going to sell the 39. She goes, he is not. I said, oh boy. No, I mean, I was like sky high, and now I'm down here. I was going to get the car, now I'm not going to get the car. So Ed gets on the phone, and I said, it sounds like I got you in trouble. He goes, I'm always in trouble. So if push comes to shove, I got the car.
This time, though, he didn't pay $1 for it. He paid $10,000. And oh yes, there's one more car in the collection, a 1977 Porsche 911S Targa that belongs to his wife, Dot. A story for another time. That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson, and don't forget, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.